Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Trains in Pieces. Today, we'll do these two, both under the same number, 2026. So yeah. So, got both of the engines here. These are both 2026's, Lionels. However, there are definitely some key differences that you can tell between the two. For example, and probably the most notably, you have this right here, an extra piece of connecting rod, whereas in this locomotive you don't have that. One of the other key differences being, if you flip the locomotive around, you can tell that this locomotive has only two wheels in the back, whereas if you flip this one around, you have four wheels in the back. This one being a prairie type, and this one being an Adriatic type. So while we've got these locomotives kind of back to back here, I want to discuss a little bit of why the variations occurred. And the reason for that is that this one right here actually started being manufactured during the Korean War. And this one was manufactured during the peace period when the United States had just finished World War II and was prior to entering the Korean War. And the variations occurred because Lionel was trying to save on metal so that they could use that metal towards the war. I don't believe they actually manufactured anything for the war, but conserving any metal helped, and I'm sure at that period it was also mandated. But I'm not exactly sure how adding two wheels to the back would save on metal, but supposedly it did. And also with removing the handrails and taking away some of the drive gear, that definitely did save on metal as well. So as far as mechanic specs, I'm just going to use one of these. Mechanically, these are still the same locomotive, pretty much, and they run and work pretty much the same. So you've got an E unit back here. If we turn this a little bit, you've got the switch there. Both of these still have their original E units, from what I can tell. You've got a working headlight at the front and a puffing smoke unit, which I think is really neat and really interesting. They both have this cool little bell here. It doesn't swing on either of them. And, well, this is specific to this variation. The other one just doesn't have these at all. But it's got this little whistle here and some handrails. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. They're both pretty hefty locomotives, all die cast. They're really nice though.